Hello people of the Long Dark, my name is Tim, welcome back. And we are continuing where we left off in the previous episode at the Draft Dodger's cabin. We have just picked up some torches and also our warm teas. And we are continuing towards the plane crash to loot that area. Let's see what we got there. Actually, what we will get there.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
My English, as you could observe, it is a work in progress. Because my main language is another one. And the English I know I mostly learn from video games and movies and a little bit from school. So, excuse my poor pronunciation of some words. Okay. There is, yes, I would have said that there is a possibility for a corpse around here. And the crows gave that away. We have a lot of wood, so I will not pick up anymore. But let's change the torch. Oh, that is a bummer, but we will continue without that. Of course, we cannot do another fire right now with the mag lens, so we are going to use the revolver for protection. We will loot the basement in a moment. Would have been a lot better if I could have managed to have that torch, but it is what it is. Okay. I can't remember honestly if I have looted this corpse. No. It is good to check more times. And let's see what we have in the basement.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Some peaches. Also some wood, but this wood we are going only to relocate in a moment. A book. And that would be all. Okay, let's leave the wood here. Anything else to leave? No. So let's eat. These we will eat after we warm them up. Let's have this. And let's have 2 or 3 cattails. 2 will be fine, and some water. Let's prepare this birch bark also. I am doing these to get a little bit of warmth back. And let's continue.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
So now we will try to go straight for the plane. On the way there we will encounter another burnt down cabin. And hopefully no wolves. I don't know if this is or not a wolf spawn, but I do know that there can be a bear on the other side of this mountain. I was quite used to the old wildlife spawns on Interloper, but I do not know that well the new locations. I have seen that they are a little bit shuffled up, but most of the things are pretty much the same. We can holster the weapon for now to not fire it accidentally. Let's see what else can we find here. Okay. Nothing here. Let's see first between the chairs. Nothing there. Nothing here. So I have heard that in these overhead lockers you can never find anything on Interloper, but I have not tried to remember until now about those, but it seems that for now that is correct. Let's also have a look around here. Can you access anything more? No, it appears to not. And anything around here? No. Here? No. Only a cairn and the bear I was talking about on the left. But let's continue. Let's have a tea if possible, yes. Could have not drank that much water, but it is okay. Let's see down here, a summit soda. Nothing there. Okay. Anything here? No. Okay. And these should contain some clothing items. Yes, that is the case. Let's see. Well, this is a little bit better, so we will put that there and this one here. Okay, that is great. Let's continue. Good. We will not use those regularly, but we will keep and maintain those in case of any future accidents that might happen. And if we lose if we lose a sock, then we will have those spare ones, because for the socks slots you cannot make any items. You can only use found items for that. And that is also true for these two slots. Of course, these two we also talked about, and these two slots. All of the other slots are things that you can replace with animal hide made items, but the ones I showed you cannot replace. And that is of course a big waste if in the long run you manage to ruin some of those and you do not have anything else to replace them with. Nothing else here. I don't believe there can be anything up here. No.
I need to find
Okay.
some place to escape this cold.
This is a quite nice scenario. Like it. Let's continue. Ooh, that is very good. Very, very good. Let's put them on the inner side and the better ones on the outer side. And we will repair those as soon as possible. That is great. That is one of the items I was just talking about. Those thermal underwears are not replaceable with anything animal made. So those we will hopefully keep as long as this run goes. Would be nice if we could find the red ones,
Feels like night is coming.
but I have never seen those on Interloper. Although some people say those are possible to spawn on Interloper, I have never found those. But if I will be able to find at least one or two more pairs of the normal ones, I will be very pleased. Of course, having those for replacements. So now I
Cold.
will not drink any more teas, because in a moment we should end up in a prepper cache, if my memory serves well. I believe the prepper cache should be somewhere up there. Okay. And that is also where we are going to sleep. In the previous run, I have found this cache, this prepper cache here, loaded, like the one I have found in this run in Forlorn Muskeg. I believe the prepper cache should be somewhere around here, maybe a little bit further. Hopefully I managed to find it. Yes, here it is. Great. So I do not expect to find anything here, but it will be
This
used
pack is getting kind of heavy.
as cover and sleeping for tonight. Let's check, but I don't think anything will be here. Yes. Okay. So this is the bed for tonight. Let's see if we can do anything before sleep. We possibly could read for 1 hour, but I think we will do some harvesting of the clothing items we are not going to use. So we free up some backpack space. Okay. These also. Good. And these we can harvest. But this is no... This will be not lighter than the socks. Okay. So let's have some food in a moment, but let's refuel this to have it prepared. Okay. Let's have some food. And some sleep. In a moment. I will open up this, because this the dog food cannot be warmed up. But these two can be warmed up, and so we will wait with those. I will also drop this here and leave it here. Let's top off the water and sleep for 10 hours. Okay. So from here forward, we are going to visit the route towards Timberwolves Mountain,
I'm not sure I can
but
carry
we
much more.
are not going to get in Timberwolves Mountain. We are only going to visit there and loot that. And we are going to continue looting this area. We will probably end up in Thompson's Crossing. And only then, after we looted this area, come back and go to Timberwolf Mountain. I am not going to visit that cave, because that cave is a bear cave, and there is no loot to be found there as of my experience, and I would not like to risk a bear encounter. Of course, we are not out of the woods for that, because we can still encounter the bear around here. So we should be a little bit careful. But that is okay. I can't hear the bear for now. So the next things we should encounter are a hunter's blind, then a destroyed house on the left, and immediately after the destroyed house we should encounter the bunker that is exactly below the rope towards Timberwolf Mountain. So that bear is going exactly in the direction I would like to go.
Gotta warm up somehow.
Let's see. Oh, that is good that he turned. But I will continue going crouched. And hopefully we can loot the content of this blind. I can see that this is a bedroll spawn, which we already have, but this is good to know. Okay. Let's continue. Even if he smells us or sees us,
Wait,
we should be
cold,
able to
warming up a bit.
outwalk him from this distance. Okay. And after this little ridge, we should find the... Actually, I believe after the next ridge? No, here, okay. We should find the broken down, the destroyed house. And up there is the bunker. Let's see what we can get here. Some firewood. Okay. More firewood here. We will leave those here for future use. Good. The rest I will take. Let's see what can we find in the... I don't know if it's called a bunker or a cache. Let's see.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Prepper's abandoned cache. Okay. Now we know. Let's have the lantern out to see better. Okay. I will loot the containers in a moment. Ooh,
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
rifle ammunition, that is good. Okay, anything else on the floor? No. Okay. So we are going to douse the lantern and continue searching without it. we should always also spend a little bit of time here to warm up. Probably harvest something or reading.
What have we here?
That is why I do like to have always on me a readable book, because you can use that in this kind of situations when you have to warm up and also do something to not quite waste the time. I could also repair these. In fact, yes, let's do that. Because we have the cloth necessary. Hopefully we... Yes, that is good. Let's see what else is worth repairing. I do not know about the parka. But... Oh, we do not have enough cloth. Okay. Do I have cloth for this? I do. Should I use it? Let's try. Because we have 4 bandages. Okay, that was a waste, but it is okay. We had 4 bandages. We have now 4 bandages, so I should not have that as a problem. Okay. Did we warm up? Yes. Okay, let's eat some cattails. We will keep the low condition food for night, and also we will keep the peaches for cooking points. That should be fine. Okay, let's have some water, but not a full drink, in case we can make a fire.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
And that is correct. Let's do a fire and warm up these, and also warm up those I cannot use, so we will use the sticks. And warm up the peaches and possibly cook something if necessary, and then continue our journey.
Why didn't that work?
Let's try again.
Come on, little fire. Okay, that didn't work.
Let's try again. Eventually, we will be able to start the fire.
Come on.
I am not worrying about this. That is good. Let's put on some sticks. Let's put on our pots. Can we make any teas? Not the kind that I would like. So, water, yes, we should do some water. Actually, let's do a lower amount, as in half liter. That should be great. Let's do the peaches. Okay. And let's do the teas. Great. How cold is it? Not cold at all. That is great. So let's wait for these to be made. We can put these directly in our thermos, but I don't think we will use them. Let's pick up some torches. So we have quite a lot of them, but we will pick up these. Okay, and one more torch, and let's go. So, in front of us, I believe, over this ridge, we should find some cars.
Sure, I can carry much more.
And somewhere on the left, I believe that direction, we should find a cave, and I believe also a picnic area. So let's do these, and then we will continue further. Also in the area we could find a destroyed house, but I don't remember any time finding something there. So I don't think it's worth looking for that. Here though, we should find some stuff. Also, we should find, if I remember correctly, a key. Well, actually not a key, just a message about a stash of someone's that can be found in Thompson's Crossing church in the piano. I think that message can be found here, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Also, in Thompson's Crossing itself, I believe in the community hall, we should find a recipe. Yes, here is the message. Steams in the piano, yes. And this is the one that does not have a key. I believe is the only message like this that is not with a key, but it is about some loot. So the thing about the recipes is that I was expecting a recipe in the okay. I was expecting a recipe in the first prepper cache, the one that was full of stuff. I did not find one there. I was also expecting a recipe in the farmstead, where we have the base, but did not find one there also. And I for sure know that there should be a recipe in Thompson's Crossing. So if I won't find the Thompson's Crossing recipe, then I kinda confirm my doubt that something is kind of wrong and we cannot find the recipes. Which is not that big of a problem, but it would be nice to be able to find them. Of course, because this is a custom game, we can encounter some bugs of this kind. But it is what it is. It's not that big of a issue if we don't find the recipes, but I would like them. So somewhere a little bit to the right, down there I believe, we should find the cave. Let's see, yes, there is the cave. And inside this cave we could find some good loot, if I remember correctly. And yes, also there is a picnic area there. Come on. Okay. Let's pick up these mushrooms. I do not want to lose too much time in the cave, because it is a great weather for exploring. But I do need to loot this cave. Okay. Let's have water. That's okay. I am expecting some coal also, yes. Let's go this way first. I do not remember the exact layout of these caves. Ooh, that's good. I never tried to remember them very well, but I usually have a pretty good sense of direction, and I am quite able to find my way, but just for us to be sure, I will leave some marks on the ground. I will pick up that when I go back. I believe we will came back the same way. That is a not quite great sight. Okay, let's use a bigger torch that we will leave here. Also, let's get all of our clothes in the backpack so we do not get them wet. That is a cold shower. Okay, and the coffee, and I believe that would be all. Yes, anything up there? No. So let's go back. And let's pick up the torch and put back our clothes. I always like to have the higher condition gear on the outer layer. So it would be a lot more better in terms of protecting the lower condition ones. Excuse me for a... I am back. Let's pick up this wood
Barely walked with this much gear.
and go this way. We will leave some wood at the entrance of this cave for two reasons. First of all, we do not need that much wood on the road. We would need it at the base, but I will not carry this much wood that far away. And second, that this wood will be much appreciated in the future. Okay. I have just remembered something about the coffee that we have found in this cave. The found coffee that is already made, you can also heat up, and that will give also a cooking point. Let's see if we have any other way to lower our carrying capacity, our carrying stuff. We have this. I would like to consume that. Actually, wait a minute. This is the other storm lantern, yes. I believe I will refuel these, and when the other one gets empty, I will leave that somewhere and continue using the higher condition one. Anything else to sort out? Not here. We could make these. Let's do a quick fire, so we keep the use of this fire, and also prepare those teas
Come on, little fire.
in the meantime,
Well, that didn't work.
and also warm up a little bit in that time. Come on, little fire. Good.
Perfect.
Put some sticks. I don't think we need to put the teas, but just for the sake of it, let's do this. You never know. And the coffee, which will give us a cooking point the moment we pick it up. Let's prepare the teas. Good. Anything else that we could do? No. Okay. We do have some water. We will pick up some torches, and now we will get the point on the right. Yes. Let's quickly put the teas in the thermos. Let's have 2 more torches and continue. Those we will leave here. I do not like to use the antiseptic in the bottles,
Man, this
because that bottle weighs a lot. Rather, I like to use the wound dressing antiseptic, from the lichens, because that hardly weighs anything. Of course, the bottle has more portions, but you do not need that much on you, and you can pretty much anywhere find other lichens. Okay, so now we will continue on this path. As far as we can. If possible, we will pick up some cattails, and we will end up either at Thompson's Crossing, but I believe it could be better to go first to the barn, the red barn. Hopefully I can manage to get there in this weather. Let's eat something to be lighter. Good. I would leave those for later. Let's have some cattails. Great, some water. And I will leave here the 2 cans. I am not really using those for anything. And it would be a surprise for us in the future if we ever go this route again. Any cattails around? No. There are some ptarmigans around, but we will not hunt them. We will continue along the river, because it should lead us to the birch forest, if I remember correctly, and from there it should be simple to get to the barn, to the red barn. And I believe in the red barn we will spend the night, and we will continue from there. Of course, if I do not manage to navigate in this weather, that could be a little bit problematic, but I think I can make it. Actually, I don't know if I can get past here, but hopefully I manage to do that. I remembered there is something that do not let us go straight on the river, But if I am not mistaken, then we should be able to bypass it here. Let's see. Let's go around here. And this should be fine. Okay, and we should be near the river somewhere. I believe under us we should encounter the river somewhere. I can hear the fall. Yes, here is the river. Good. And on the left we should have the fall. Don't think we can find anything here. No, it doesn't look that way. Okay. So let's continue along the river. No cattails though. Mushrooms. Let's see. A destroyed cabin. And straight ahead, across the river, we should be able to find the barn. Let's take these. Let's take this also. Good. I believe here we should have the birch forest. Hopefully we do not find ourselves nose in nose with the bear or the moose, because around this there can be a bear and also a moose, if they didn't change that. Yes, there is the bear. Let's try and go around him. Where are you? There he is. Should be able to go around, but that also means that we are getting a little bit closer to the moose area. But I cannot see. I don't believe that. Yes, that is a deer, not a moose. It appears that the fog goes away, which is great, because I was not convinced that I would get the barn, but now we have a much higher chance for that. I believe the barn should be somewhere ahead. I cannot see it for now. Anything here? No. And there. Doesn't seem so. I believe somewhere in that general direction we should find the barn. Hopefully. I can see a structure there, but that is not the barn, because the barn should be red. Is that? Yes, that is the barn. Good. Good. So let's loot this area. And then we will camp for tonight in the barn. Where we should find a car in which we could sleep. Anything in these sheds? No. I don't think I have found anything in these, but let's check them. Nope. This one then? I think there is a car. Nothing. Where are you? Okay. Traveling crows. By the way, those crows that are traveling that way, I cannot seem to find them again. Those do not mean anything. As far as I know, even the developers said that they are there only for ambience. I do know that in the past some people said that the crows mean that the weather will change, and I myself believed that, but now I do know that is not really correct. Of course, after some crows go past, the weather can change, but I have found, after I have heard that, I paid some attention to it, and I have found that is not always the case. So the weather can change, but it will not always change.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay, summit soda, dusting sulfur. Okay, let's see what else can we find. Whetstone, a note. Okay, I have read, I believe, almost every one of those in the past, so I will not do that again. But I will try and show them on screen, and if you want to read, you can pause a little bit and read those. Anything in here? No. This will always be the place. Ooh, battery. That's good. That is not what I wanted to do.
This pack is getting too heavy
Can
to
I
carry.
put this here? No. Okay. So let's put it up here, so we see it in the future. A
Hope nobody
super
needs this anymore.
torch. Yes. Some wood. And the corpse. We will leave some wood here in a moment. Here somewhere. These. And let's leave some coal also. We need the torch a little bit longer, but I do not have... Oh, I do have this one. Okay, to loot upstairs. And then we will go to sleep.
This has been here a while.
Anything else to find? Ooh, that is very good.
This'll come in handy.
This is very good for emergencies. Anything behind here? No. Okay. Let's leave some stuff on the ground here. That, of course, these are stuff that will go back to the regional base, but we are not going there for the moment, because we are going to continue towards Thompson's Crossing. Of course, that will be in the next episode. And we are going to leave this stuff here and pick it up later. I think I will leave this also. I will leave these, but not the socks. And I will leave these. The rest can stay. Also leave those. And the rest I think we will take with ourselves. So these all will go back to the farmhouse at some point, and these will stay here for the future. Let's douse this and get in the vehicle. Let's eat. We'll eat the low condition stuff first. Good. And this. And some cattails. And some water. Great. And let's have a sleep in the car. I will put in 10 hours, but I believe we are going to sleep close to 9 hours. Okay. So I believe I will leave you here.
Getting a bit thirsty.
And we will continue our journey in the next episode. We will go towards Thompson's Crossing and loot there what we can, and also we will probably loot other little nooks and crannies, and after that we will probably go towards Timberwolf Mountain. So for this episode, thank you for your time, thank you for your attention, and until the next one, let's have a good life.